Hey you, what if you stop trying so hard? What if you stop pretending like everything has to be perfect? What if you allow yourself to be imperfect? What if you allow yourself to lose control? What do you think would happen? You know, I had a conversation with one of my friends recently, and she was telling me about how she struggles with consistency. And I felt like that's a good topic to talk about on this podcast in my next episode. And so I decided to talk about it today and what I know. I once heard somebody say, be vegan with bacon, or something like that. And basically the whole idea was that this woman was following the vegan diet, but she loved bacon so much that she couldn't take it out of it. And it was still better being vegan in this way than completely giving up. And why I'm saying this analogy is because I know that feeling when you move to a new place or a new city or a whole new country or a continent even, following your dreams. And in the beginning it's very exciting and you're very focused because you don't have so many friends maybe yet, and you have a lot of time and a lot of motivation to follow your dreams and create your art. But then, you know, the life sort of comes into play and you find a job because you need to pay your bills. And slowly, maybe this job or university or whatever you're doing starts taking over and it starts taking your energy. And suddenly the free time you had, you'd much rather spend with your friends or on the beach or go to a spa or simply just cook a meal and take care of yourself because you need to. And my advice would be to be vegan with bacon. Because can you imagine the life that you want in a couple of years coming true? And wouldn't you do everything in your power to get that life? And I'm not talking about grinding every day and exhausting yourself. I think taking care of yourself is a priority, of course. But wouldn't you follow that dream consistently, but imperfectly? So that you don't have to post every Monday, or you don't have to create in exactly the same intervals, because we are not robots, and even though we have ChatGPT and all kinds of AI tools to help us, that's not why we create art, right? So what would happen if you follow your consistency imperfectly? You know, it's, I think, the greatest analogy or inspiration for me for this consistency is professional athletes. You know, life happens to them as well, right? They get sick, maybe they have kids, maybe they change job, whatever it is. Yes, they're consistent with their training, but it might happen that they cannot train for a week or maybe a month because they get sick or something happens. And yes, it really sucks. And trust me when I say this, because I've been there. It sucks coming back to a training after a long time of not training, but they don't give up. They keep going and they pick up where they left off and they keep moving. The skill doesn't just disappear. The desire, the vision, they don't just disappear because you are gone for longer than you anticipated. So what if you look at consistency not as this perfect puzzle that you have to solve, or this perfect puzzle pieces that have to fit in together, but you look at it more as steps towards what you want to achieve. And if you don't follow that step tomorrow, maybe, as you promised to yourself, but you do it on Saturday instead, you simply pick up where you left off, right? And that puzzle piece is still gonna be there, and it's still gonna mean something. Like the vegan with bacon, it still makes a difference if you are vegan but eat bacon than if you just give up and don't try at all. So what if next time, before you beat yourself up over not posting consistently or not creating art on the deadline you set, or releasing a new song exactly 30 days apart as you set to yourself, you rather look at it as steps, and you know that you will reach that step when you're ready, and you allow your life to happen in between, and you won't just give up because it's not perfect, because nothing is, frankly. Nothing is, and we are not in control. Even though we might think so, we're not. And the only thing that's certain is uncertainty, as I previously talked about on this podcast. So don't give up just because you're not perfectly consistent. Because perfection is an illusion. Just think about it. Perfect for who? Perfect for what? If it works for you, it works for you. And that's the most important thing. If the vision is there, then the dream will follow. Then the reality will happen for you. So don't give up. And don't think that you have to be perfect with your consistency, because consistency is not perfection. Those are two different words. So don't give up and keep going. You've got this. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Artist Mindset. If you did, please comment. Let me know if you have any other tips about consistency or perfection, for that matter. And believe in yourself, believe in your art. And I'm looking very much forward to see you in the next episode of Artist Mindset. Bye.